lie their way to power.
I have prepared over the time. And my thing is to be people driven and not government driven. I want to be sure with that. So I always tell people I will be the Yekekan. The Yekekan in different way. The Yekekan in the interest of our people.
So why do you want to attach a Yeke name to yourself when you can say that I'm going to be a different lawmaker?
The Yekekan won't say the Yekekan. They won't say the Yekekan.
Nobody sees Yeke as a person who is,
is a good representation of the
for the people. Yeah. He is very abusive. That is the character of Yeke Koluba. Even though he says some things that will make people to feel good, but the characteristic of Yeke is so bad that a lawmaker should not, or an incoming lawmaker should not even anticipate.
We have to be straight here. We have to be straight here. Let's leave the insult part of it.
But once you hear the name
Yeke, when you hear the name Yeke, it's people driven and not government driven. We have to be straight with things here.
I disagree with you. It's not people driven.
Your philosophy seems to be different.
Nobody who's people driven will abuse
you. Always speak on behalf of the people. You're having a different philosophy about the name Yeke, because when the name Yeke has been mentioned, a lot of people concentrate on insult, insolence.
No. I think I'll make it clear here. I want to be the kind of.
She just told you. She just told you. Don't you have a different way? Don't you have a different way to attach to yourself? Don't you have a different name to attach, with the exception of the Yeke kind?
So your
supporters are listening to you.
What you want me to say? You want me to be who kind?
No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be anybody's kind. You have to be
your own kind.
Small kind.
The small kind. Your mother kind.
And you can tell us what you're going to do for your people and how you're going to do.
The thing here is that everybody have a role model. Okay. Everybody have a. You may not agree with me here. I got a role model. I got a role model for the parliament, and my role model is
and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside, that will rain and when the apple. When we allow freedom reign, when we let it rain from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all freedom reign from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside, that freedom reign and when the apple. When we allow freedom reign, when we let it rain from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty.
Always coming tomorrow.
Yeah. So it's basically the most important time in the country at about this time, when the biggest thing is about to happen on the radio, and everybody is concerned to know what's coming up, what's happening at about this time across the parameters of the country. It is Heat of the Nation. Heat of the Nation is a 3-hour tough, provocative program that highlights the major happenings in the country. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, Liberia, to enjoy the freedom. I don't know when the people will enjoy the freedom, but I think the people are entitled to enjoy the freedom. Yes. It's a responsibility that they enjoy it. They should enjoy it. They must enjoy it. It is the freedom of the people, freedom of the nation, freedom of everybody, every single person. Yes, it's freedom. It's freedom. It's freedom. It's freedom. It's freedom. So this is where we are. This is Folklore FM 105.3. It's about time we engage with the Liberian people. Let me say a happy celebration day to our Muslim brothers and sisters. They are out there celebrating the Ibrahim Day. I believe they're celebrating the Ibrahim Day, and it's a wonderful, wonderful day in the Islam religion. My name is Washington, and I'm here today. Exactly, my colleague will not be here because he cannot make it to be here. He has to go and enjoy the time and moment with his brothers and sisters. Basically, cross sections of different ideas we'll talk about and make some very good analogies of these different ideas. Oh, yes. So what do we have on the template this afternoon? When we are talking about the freedom of the country, the survivability of the Liberian people is an eminent venture that every government must see. Every government must be able to embrace the survivability of the people in the country. It's the government's responsibility to ensure that the people are well, they are safe, their well-being is a priority of the government. It is the responsibility of the government elected by the people, and they need to demonstrate that. So basically, there are too many things on the template that we'll talk about. Freedom is for the Liberian people. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Come on, we can take it on that. For the Liberian people, the freedom is coming. So basically, what do we have on the template to drill you around? The former Lone Star player Sam Johnson criticized former President Weah for celebrating his son's FIFA call for the World Cup in the U.S. Quad. So, yes, the former Liberian soccer star, Sam Johnson, we're going to look at that. Sam Johnson's statement. We will read a statement from Sam Johnson. And we're going to make a very good analysis of the statement coming from Sam Johnson. And we'll look at the different reactions and responses from cross sections of the Liberian populace. And we'll talk about two women I believe to be dead at the Redemption Hospital. The Liberian people are talking about the freedom of the country, the emancipation. They want to be free. They want to be emancipated. Why are we not a free country at about this time? Why are we not looking in the direction of the freedom and the emancipation of the Liberian people? I think we need to talk about that on a daily basis. We're also going to look at the Liberia's health sector. It makes suspected Ebola signs and symptoms in 10 foreign nationals and 3 Liberians that came from the People's Republic of Uganda. Look at that. CSA boss Josiah Jokai files back at the Senator Amara Cornyn, calls his write-up as a lie and a misleading of his attendance at the NIMBOS program. And finally, on the template that we have today, former Finance Minister Samuel Twere attends the asset recovery appointment today. Investigation on the $20.5 million rights subsidy. Country says we are going through the time of investigation, and we need to be conscious of the job that we do and the government positions that we handle. We hope for transparency, accountability, and credibility in the investigation ongoing with the former Finance Minister Samuel Twere and the rest of the other people. We hope and pray that everything will work well and there will be no biases and conspiracy because the justice system of our country, we're still monitoring it. But however, it is a pleasure being on the heat of the nation alone this wonderful afternoon to drive you up to 6 o'clock. We're going to have a very interesting conversation today. Too many things to talk about. Very good. And that's how I would like to bring it down. And we'll basically, yes, let's make some adjustments. We'll basically talk about the trending national issues, the trending national issues of relevance and concerns. We want to acknowledge our followers, the people that are listening and following us. Yes. But there are a few things we'll talk about today. I see a lot of people. I see a lot of people. They're trying to have a very huge confrontation. They're trying to have a very huge confrontation. They are having mixed reactions and mixed views about the statement coming from the former Liberian soccer star, Sam Johnson. Sam Johnson criticized President Weah, the former Liberian football player, Sam Johnson, criticized President George Weah, former President George Weah, or President George Weah. No matter what, he still carried the title president. He takes that presidential title. So if I said former president, There's nothing wrong with that. So Sam Johnson, Sam Johnson. I'm trying to get Sam Johnson, right? And we will look at the statement coming from Sam Johnson against the former president of the country, and then we look at the different accusations and allegations, right, about Sam's position on a statement made against the former president, George Weah. So Sam Johnson said that former President Weah takes pleasure in celebrating his son. And I will read exactly what Sam Johnson said. I know he has, taken a lot of backlashes. Yeah, let me read it. I don't know whether he took it down, but let me check it out. Yes. So let me read it. Okay, Sam Johnson is here. So let me read verbatim what the former Liberian football player said. You are so happy. Now he's referring to the former president, George Weah. You are so happy and proud to see your son go into one of the greatest tournaments. That is good, because every father and mother will be very happy to see the child or children in this wonderful tournament. We put you there to help push our national team to get to that stage, but you were very wicked. I'm reading this from the official page of the former Lone Star player, Sam Johnson. And this information posted by Sam Johnson has caused a serious public uproar, a serious public concern. So you are happy and proud to see your son going to the greatest tournament, tournaments. That is good, because every father and mother will be very happy to see the child or children in this wonderful tournament. We put you there to help push our national team to get to the stage, but you were very wicked to the national soccer teams, both male and female, seeing other young footballers still around you and want you to come back. I can be like he or she. Let me get the whole reading. I can be like he or she does not care about the career. Anyway, poverty, the bad thing. You can be hurt and be showing fake smiles to him, guys. This is the write-up from the former Liberian soccer star, Sam Johnson, heavily criticizing the former president, George Weah, of being proud and happy to see his son go into the World Cup. Definitely every parent will be proud. I myself, if I saw my son or my daughter going to a kind of international tournament of recognition, I will be proud. So Sam Johnson, we want to correct some of the things that, the former soccer star Sam Johnson said. because it has made a lot of public concerns, right? It has made a lot of public concerns on Sam Johnson. It has made a lot of public concern. Now, in the first place, Sam Johnson is expressing his dissatisfaction. He's not happy. He's not happy. And he's saying that the former president, George Weah, is proud to see his son going to the World Cup. And every parent will be proud. But Sam Johnson is making some points, saying some things, and not understanding other issues that are attached to the football environment in the country. In the first place, some people were talking about comparison. In no way, fellow Liberians, in no way, absolutely no way that you can compare Sam Johnson to the former president when it comes to football. Football is an opportunity, is a sport given to everybody to execute their talent. That football over there. Sam Johnson basically had the same opportunity that we had to play international football. Sam Johnson also had the opportunity to play for the national team. The same opportunity the former president had. So Sam had that opportunity. The difference is how well you utilize your opportunity. And that is the difference between Sam Johnson and Mr. Weah as former president of the country. So Mr. Weah, or George Weah at the time, as a football player, was given the opportunity by Liberia. Samuel Kayon Doe, I remember, Barrow and IE and these teams, Scotta these talents, James Diba, the George Weah, the Scotta them, and they brought them to the sport, the pedestal of Liberian football. They brought them there. And it's incumbent upon you as an individual to make yourself, to brand yourself, to improve yourself. They will give you the stage. Like an example, there are tens of thousands of journalists in the country, and you are privileged. You have the opportunity to sit behind the microphone to inform the people about basic things that are happening in the country. It will be, the onus is upon you to demonstrate your excellence and your abilities to prove that, yes, indeed, you have the charisma, the capability, and the capacity to improve yourself using that opportunity. So, and that's what George Weah did. Yeah, let me recognize you, my brother, progressive Andrew Fayah is following from 10th Street Singer. My brother, welcome. So that is what George Weah did. So George Weah used the opportunity as a footballing player and branded himself. Branded himself. Made his name, played the best of football, was courted, went to the international level, delivered on the international level, won all of the different accolades in football, won the Ballon d'Or, the most prestigious football award every football player is determining to win. George Weah went for it. He played exceptionally in Europe, and he was given that accolade. And he made himself He dominated the world of sport. And today, he's an emblem of football in Liberia. He's an emblem of football in the world. He's an emblem. He's an ambassador of FIFA. So it is an equal opportunity given to all of you. Sam Johnson, Sekou Jabate, George Weah, what are other many? James Diba, Captain Sembe, Joe Nambe, Borchas, and the rest of the Borja Sembe. Yeah, he's Captain Sembe. The rest of you, all of you were given the opportunity to explore, to make use of your talent through the national team and through other, local teams in Europe and Asia and across the world. So we are started in Liberia, went to Cameroon, played in Cameroon, and went to Europe and made his name in Europe and represented Liberia, represented Africa, represented the entire continent, dominated the world. And he became an athlete of sport. Now, Sam Johnson also, you had the same opportunity to play. Despite the competition in the game, the opportunity was given to you, my brother, to play. So how well that you utilize it, it depends on your record. So more to that, Sam Johnson said he's dissatisfied in the fact and manner in which George Weah is celebrating Timothy Weah. And for the record, Timothy Weah being called by the United States team to play for USA does not have any merit on Liberia, does not give Liberia anything. Liberia cannot benefit anything from Timothy Weah going play for America because Timothy Weah is not an American citizen. So playing, I'm sorry, it's not a Liberian citizen. I'm sorry. He's an American citizen. He's not a Liberian citizen. So playing for America does not attribute anything to Liberia because I know for a fact that there's no single Liberian player that is playing in the World Cup. And Liberian flag will not be flung in the World Cup because Liberia is not being represented in the World Cup. So the call of Timothy Weah to the World Cup does not have anything to do with Liberia. Let's be honest. I'll be honest with this. Does not have anything to do with Liberia, Mr. Sam Johnson. But equal opportunities given to you, to Mr. Weah, and it was, it's the way you people handle your opportunities. You were opportune to play for the national team. Mr. Weah was opportune to play for the national team. He dominated the national team, went to Africa and Cameroon, did well, went to Europe, dominated the football world in Europe, and got the greatest of accolades in football. And he's an emblem of football. So you can't be disappointed in the man when he is celebrating his son being called to play for America. That the man's son, his son. You can't be disappointed. I don't know your disappointment and your frustration. I don't know. But let's talk about the real issues. Some of the things that Sam Johnson is saying, some of them look personal, and some of them speak to the reality of the issues on the ground. And why do I say so? If you read the statement from Sam Johnson, when he referred to the former president as being wicked, I tend to disagree. I tend to disagree. I don't know which yardstick is he using to render somebody to be wicked. I don't know, right? I don't know. So Sam Johnson said the former president, George Weah, is wicked. Is wicked. We'll read the statement from Sam Johnson. We want to analyze this thing. Let the internet give me the chance to talk this thing. He said, and I quote, "But you were very wicked to the national soccer teams, both male and female. That's the statement from Sam Johnson. But you were very wicked to the national team, both male and female. I don't know when you say he was wicked to the national team without demonstrating the act of wickedness, without putting it on record, the act of wickedness. I don't know. I basically don't know. So, Sam Johnson said the former president was wicked to both the national teams, the male national team and the female national team. And then I asked myself, wicked? How? So let's go back and do a comparative analysis. What did Sam Johnson, as a football player for Liberia, what did he do for the national team? In your capacity as an individual, look at the likes of Lionel Messi. Look at the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo. Look at the likes of Neymar. Look at the likes of Luis Suarez. You know, the dominated tournaments for local and national teams. They used their individual talents. Yeah, Mr. Weah did not bring any trophy to Liberia. No African Cup, no whatever, nations tournament. No. Honor George Weah for all the time he played for the national team. They have not been able to deliver a single trophy to the national team. And even you, Sam Johnson, you've not been able to deliver a single trophy to the national team as well. More to that, we did an analysis on the different and individual, contribution. Sam Johnson referring to the former president as wicked. And we go back. Mr. Weah was president between 2018 to 2023. And I went back and I did some research. How many games Honor George Weah, the Liberian national team, played? How many games Honor George Weah did the Liberian national team play, and they were successful? So my research told me that Honor President Weah, as president of the Republic of Liberia, between 2018 to 2023, the national team played 41 games, official matches, AFCON qualifiers, FIFA World Cup qualifiers, international friendlies, and these fixtures can be recorded. 41 matches. And the 41 matches, Liberia won 10. They drew 11 and they lost 20. Poor performance from the Liberian national team. They won 10, they drew 11, and they lost 20 games. A very poor performance. Now, 2018, they played 6 matches. They won 2, they drew 1, they lost 3. 2019, they played 5 matches. They won 1, they drew 1, they lost 3. 2020, they played 2 matches. They won 1, they drew 0, they lost 1. 2021, they played 8 matches. They lose 2, they drew 0. They won 2, they drew 0, they lost 6. 2022, 6 matches, they won 2, they drew 3, they lost 1. A good performance here in 2022. In 2023, they played 14 matches, they won 2, they drew 6, and they lost 6. Honor George Weah as president of the Republic of Liberia. This is the record of the national team. 41 matches, 10 wins, 11 draws, and 20 losses. It was a poor performance. I think Sam Johnson's frustration is coming from this angle. That while it is true that former President Weah may have dominated the world in football and everything, but he did not pay much attention to the football in Liberia as an outcome of football. He did not pay much attention, according to the frustration that is coming from Sam Johnson. Then we do more research on how, because Sam Johnson now is saying the former president is wicked, right? According to Mr. Johnson, he said the former president wicked. So let's go back and do some research. Between 2018 to 2023, we want to look at the budget, the range of the Liberia National Sports budget. So it told us that the annual baseline allocation of the Liberia national team budget for the running of the Liberia national men's football team, the Lone Star, was fixed around 150,000. 150,000. However, this baseline amount was only a portion of the team's actual spending. A breakdown of the funding dynamics during the period include baseline allocation. The U.S. 150,000 annual appropriation was handled through the Ministry of Youth and Sport to cover the administrative operations of the national team, match specific fundings for major international fixtures such as World Cup and AFCON qualifiers and away trips. The government frequently approved additional ad-hoc financial packages to cover players' logistics, travels, and camp costs. For instance, certain away qualifiers since alone required supplementary budget spending from U.S. $248,000 to U.S. $348,000, depending on the location and logistics. So the baseline allocation, with the exception of the additional, small money they can add, the baseline allocation on the former president from 2018 to 2023, the budget for the men's team was somewhere around 150,000. That's where it was centered around, somewhere around 150,000. This is where Mr. Sam Johnson's frustration is coming from. LFA collaboration, the overarching administration and development of the national football programs operate under the Liberia Football Association, LFA, over this 5-year span. The LFA total operation, the LFA total operating budget was significantly larger, encompassing youth squad, domestic leagues, and women football. You understand? According to Sam Johnson, the money was small. The money was actually small, according to Mr. Johnson. So now he is saying that President Weah was not fair to the national team. During his administration, that's what he said. He said, we elected you, we voted for you, hoping that you will improve the sporting activities in the country. But you denied young people of having access and promotional opportunities when it comes to sport in Liberia. You denied them, according to Mr. Johnson. So he's disappointed in the former president for going to the U.S. and celebrating Mr. Timothy Weah for being called by the U.S. national team, to play the World Cup. Sam Johnson said Liberia could have been one of the countries participating in the World Cup if and only if Mr. Weah had demonstrated absolute and extraordinary, sympathy and empathy and enthusiasm to empower the sport industry in the country, making sure that young talents are sparked and they are promoted, building the sport industries in the country, making sure that, the interest of sport is a major priority, because Mr. Weah got to the presidency and his population or his popularity because of sport, because of football, according to Sam Johnson. So in the words or in the analogy of Mr. Johnson is that the president or the former president should have done more to support sports. But like I said, there are equal opportunities. Why it is true that Mr. Weah, as an individual, was given, an opportunity by the country under the Doe administration, perform excellently. Sam Johnson also had the opportunity to demonstrate and to become the next George Weah in Liberia. But what stopped him, I don't know. Secondly, some of the things that Sam Johnson is saying, that Mr. Weah did not give back to the sporting industry in the country. We want to look at that as well. Mr. Weah became the president of the country in 2018. A lot of people thought that the national team would have been one of the best ever national team. But see what the national team received under a footballing president, 150,000 every year. The money center around there, 150,000. 150,000 you allocate to the budget. And the difference between the Doe administration and the Weah administration is that the Doe administration invested a lot in sport. That is the reason why you had the Liberian national team was very productive and proactive. There are two teams. If the country is not investing in a particular activities, you don't expect the best out of the players. Some of the players might even be afraid to come and play for the national team because the country is not investing. What if you came and you play and your leg got damaged? You damage your contract in Europe. And obviously the European team will not want to take you and you suffer major injury. They will leave you and you will end up being a normal or a former football player. And most of these professional players did not want that because the country under Weah, according to Mr. Johnson, was not investing more into sports. So this is his disappointment. This is his frustration. That he's disappointed and frustrated that Mr. Weah did not invest more into sport. He did not bring out the young talents as expected, as anticipated. According to Mr. Johnson, he did not bring them out. So on the basis of that, no. No. Mr. Johnson got angry on why Mr. Weah went to America to celebrate Timothy Weah called for the U.S. men's team to go to the World Cup. Why it is also true that George Weah dominated the world, but his football impact in Liberia is not felt. It's not felt. Let's be honest. It's not felt. The football impact in Liberia from Mr. Weah, and he rose to the presidency, according to Sam Johnson, that they were happy and they voted for him because they thought that, he would have come to the presidency to improve sports in the country. And that's why they voted for him. But on the opposite, on the contrary, they felt disenchanted. They felt disenchanted. So when we look back at the record of Mr. Weah, how has he invested into sports in the country? And sport is his background, is where he's coming from. Today we are judging Mr. Bwaka for paying little attention to the agriculture, industry in the country. And that is the reason why if Mr. Bwaka would not do anything as president of Liberia, he should not fill the agricultural sector in the country because he rose to prominence, understanding and having vast knowledge from agriculture. That's why he rose from prominence. I don't know basically about Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, what kind of sector did she come from? Mr. Weah came from the football sector. To the extent that even the former youth and sport minister, D. Zioga Wilson, after he himself too served 6 years as youth and sport minister, former Lone Star player, he came by and said, Mr. Weah did not invest anything much into sports in Liberia. After he himself too was youth and sport minister for 6 years. He sat down there too, but after they lost power, then he came on internet or on the social media. Can't talk about Mr. Weah did not. What did you do as Minister of Sports? Did you complain? How well did you address the issue of sport in the country? Because you're the minister of sport. You're the picture of the sport industry in the country. You are the first point of contact when it comes to sport. So what did you do to empower the national team? How did you craft the policy? How did you work with your friend George Weah for you to improve the national team? And that is the reason why Sam Johnson is getting mad, because all of you benefited from the sport, but when you came to prominence, you abandoned the sport. That is why Sam Johnson is getting mad. So you talk about George Weah international image. George Weah represented Liberia to the fullest. He brought Liberia to the public pedestal. He made Liberia to be a recognizable African country. Today, you can talk about football globally, and you don't mention Liberia through George Weah. But then come back home and see what George Weah did in Liberia when it comes to investing into the sport that made him prominent. What did he do? How well did he improve the sporting sector of the country? Given the fact that he even became president, giving him more power to invest. See today what the young guys in the different African countries, see what they're doing. They're investing more into sports. Look at Didier Drogba. Look at Samuel Eto'o. Look at Kanu. Look at the guy from Sierra Leone. Kalon. Look at the rest of the Asamoah Gyan. These guys are building academy. The last time they asked George Weah about academy, George Weah said he passed that level. He can't build. Who told George Weah that he passed the level and he can't build academy? Who told him? Even legends, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, who play better football way more than George Weah. They build academies. They are only academies. They are only football teams. They are buying football teams. Currently, Cristiano Ronaldo now is a shell in Al Nassr. Lionel Messi has, academies. Casillas, Iker Casillas. He has academy in Africa, specifically in Sierra Leone. So these guys who play and won World Cup and big and championships, they invest in the sport. But when you come back to Liberia, George Weah represented the country. He made the world to know Liberia. But when you come back to Liberia, George Weah investment in terms of sport to Liberia is very infinitesimal, very little, very small. Even it looks like he did not do anything for sport in Liberia. And that's what Sam Johnson is mad. And everybody going after him. And they say he's an angry man. See what these people are doing recently. Cape Verde. I was just reading on Cape Verde. Cape Verde. I was reading on Cape Verde. And let me tell you what I read. Cape Verde at the FIFA World Cup team profile and history. Let's read Cape Verde. Cape Verde, nobody know Cape Verde for football. Nobody. Nobody know Cape Verde to be a football country. Nobody. But what did they do? And what did Cape Verde do? Let's read what Cape Verde did. Read through Cape Verde joining to the Median World Cup. Follow their road to the tournament with the latest on the fixture, group, and coach. Cape Verde have qualified for inaugural FIFA World Cup. Cape Verde. So let's read the historicity of Cape Verde. Has an archipelago with around 500,000 inhabitants and only 4,000 square miles, kilometer in land area. Cape Verde achievement of qualifying for the FIFA World Cup represents a historic milestone. Imagine 4,000 square kilometer in land. Having only made independent in 1975. In 1975, Cape Verde got their independence. The Cape Verde national team joining began a few years later in 1978. In the decades since, the teams and players involved have continued to gain experience, their ambition has only grown. The national qualification for their inaugural World Cup shows the strength of footballing culture that unites the country and the vast diaspora in recent years. The descendants from diverse backgrounds have begun to get involved in the project in what has been a national mobilization revolving around football. Under Bubista's leadership, the coaching team has managed to build a well-balanced team and changing the room involving the powerful chemistry, consistency, and competitive mindset were key component of Cape Verde's successful CAF qualification campaign and the FIFA World Cup 2026, which bore the fruits of a long-term project. Cape Verde, where nobody know about football. Today, Cape Verde is represented at the World Cup. They got their space at the World Cup. They're going for the World Cup. They'll play the World Cup. So if you come back, actually, George Weah did a lot. He represented Liberia significantly when it comes to sport. He did exceptionally. He used his personal talents, developed his talent, played, demonstrated for Liberia. But his impact in football is a bit different in the country. He has built no football academy. He has no record of making huge investment. And I don't want somebody to call on this show and can talk about the sport park job. I'm talking about George Weah as a football person. I'm not talking about George Weah as a president, because those sport parks you see around here, they were built not by as George Weah. They were built as a government. As a government. They were built as a government. They're not built like as George Weah. No. And I disagree with you. We're talking about his impact. And this is where Sam Johnson is speaking from. As a former football person. The more investment you give to the team, see how Cape Verde has invested more into their team. Today, Cape Verde is represented at the World Cup. So when Sam Johnson said, it looks disgraceful to see the former president celebrating his son at the World Cup, I don't see it to be disgraceful. I see it to be any parent will be proud to see their child, going on the big stage. But then my question is, how well did he, use his opportunity, his connection to improve football in Liberia? That would be my question. I'm not here to say, George Weah did not do anything. I have different view about, he going to. No, as far as I'm concerned, Timothy Weah qualifying for the World Cup got nothing to do with Liberia. As far as I'm concerned, it got nothing to do with Liberia. He's not a Liberian. He's not carrying Liberian flag over there. He's carrying the USA flag, and the USA is not Liberia, so he's not Liberian. So I'm not going to give you any acclamation. I'm not even going to say, Liberia is proud. Liberia has nobody in that World Cup. Nobody from Liberia is playing in that World Cup. Nobody from Liberia. Liberia does not have a representation in that World Cup. The way I see, all the posts going around on the social media, Liberia celebrate team. How Liberia can celebrate Team Weah when Team Weah is not a Liberian? I find it comical and disgusting. How? If you have told me that the Liberian national men's team has qualified for the World Cup and Liberians are moving into the World Cup, I will have a reason to say something. But on this, I can't say anything, because Liberia has no impact in the World Cup. Timothy Weah is not representing Liberia at the World Cup. And this is the disenchantment coming from Sam Johnson, a former Lone Star player, that the father of Timothy Weah did not do much to invest in sports in Liberia. This is Sam Johnson's, grievances. This is his anger. This is where, he's becoming, this is where the football acrimony is starting from. This is where the anger, the dissatisfaction, the disenchantment, this is where it is starting from. If you look at George Weah's impact in football in Liberia compared to his achievement, I say it's very little. In my words, in my understanding, George Weah has not done much for football in Liberia as compared to what Liberia did for him to be to where he is. He's not paid Liberia back. He's not paid and more besides to even see. I don't want to cast a doubt and to say, oh, why Timothy Weah is playing for the U.S. No, it is every parent's desire, or it is the child's right to choose which country they want to live. We live in a world that people can choose now. So I'm not going to be the one to say why Timothy is playing for America. No, but I believe nationalistically, every parent will feel proud that their child is representing the country, their country, this very country. This is about loyalty. It's about loyalty, right? I will be proud if my child is representing Liberia and sticking Liberia flag to the international world. I will feel proud. I will feel happy that my junior boy or my daughter is sticking Liberia's flag on the international stage. I will be happy. You think a Nigerian president will be happy to go watch his son being a citizen for another country? How would Nigerians react to that? What about Ghana? A Ghanaian president and his son is playing for another country. Then he leaves and go, and celebrate that country instead of playing loyalty to the country that he is birthed from. How do you draw the analogy? How do you draw that conclusion? How do you do that? So it looks different. It looks, it looks a bit different. So this is where Sam Johnson anger is coming from. He's not happy. And that's why he's branding the former president to be a wicked person. That's why he's branding the former president to be wicked, right? That's why he's branding the former president to be a bad person. That's why he's branding the former president to be a bad person. But at the overall, right? Before we go to the lines and take calls, at the overall, George Weah did well in terms of using his personal talent to represent Liberia, play good football, represented the country, flagged the image of the country, made Liberia new from football. Sam Johnson had the same opportunity, but he couldn't do it. George Weah benefited immensely from the support of football in Liberia, but he gave little to football in Liberia to the extent he became president and the football died unaware in the country. I'm saying the good side that George Weah did for the country, and I'm saying the ugly side that happened under his administration. You can go in Liberia from Nimba to Maryland to Bomi County to Cape Mount to Bapolu to Lofa and point out to me that this academy is built by George Weah, and we have been having series of students graduating from this academy going to Europe, and they are benefiting, their lives are changing, their family lives. George Weah is an ambassador of sports. He's an ambassador. Take it or leave it. He has influence. He can make good recommendations. But has he been able to do it? It's been little. He's not giving much. But did he give much to the country in terms of making Liberia image, recognized in the international world? Yes, he did that. He did that. But giving back to the country? No. Poorly performed. Didn't do much. So this is why Sam Johnson argument. Everybody believed that under George Weah, football would have been the number one thing everybody would concentrate on. The world now, look at the lifestyle of footballers around the world. Look at the lifestyle of footballers around the world. Look at what they do. Look at how they live. Look at the enjoyment. See Liberian football, we stay struggling. When we have a Ballon d'Or, even Cameroon that does not have a Ballon d'Or, Cameroon now is being represented in the World Cup. Ivory Coast that does not have a Ballon d'Or, Ivory Coast just won African Cup of Nations, I think 2 years ago. Nigeria that does not have a Ballon d'Or winner. Nigeria has been represented at the World Cup, has won African Cup of Nations on several occasions. Egypt that does not have a Ballon d'Or winner. Egypt has won. They are the highest carrier of the African Cup of Nations. They have been represented at the World Cup. Senegal that does not have a Ballon d'Or winner. Senegal is being represented at the World Cup, and they are the current champion of the African Cup of Nations. Morocco has been represented at the World Cup. So these nations are investing in sports. And the best person that would have invested in sport in this country and to grow the mentality and the improvement of sport in the country is that person. Could be any other person, but George Weah was the first person. Should be, must be, and could be the first person. That's why the opportunity was here. And sport, and because of sport, that's why George Weah came to the political prominence. But today, it's different. Has he done much to support sports in the country? I said no. Has he done much to promote Liberia's image in sport? I said yes. Must we celebrate Timothy Weah for playing for America? I can't celebrate that. On what basis? What benefit does it bring to Liberia if I would celebrate Timothy Weah to play for America? I would celebrate a Liberian who takes a Liberian flair to the US and represent Liberian flair in the World Cup. I can't celebrate a man who will be having America flair around his neck and playing football only because of what political reason? No, I can't do that. But let's go to the lines and take a few calls. 0770-131318 are the numbers. We'll talk other topics when we take calls. 0770-131318 are the numbers to call, and let's talk to the people. Let's talk to our audience. Hello, what's your name and where you call from?
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My brother, my niece, Mohammed.
No, Mohammed is not here. This is Washington. Hello?
Hello?
This is Washington. This is Washington. Mohammed is not here.
Oh, okay. All right. Good afternoon, brother. My brother, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I come from down Coast Spoon Hill, went down community, and a member of concern Liberian for Justice. Brother, thank you very much. I like your analysis, but I will come from this angle. I want to respectfully disagree with you.
No problem.
In my mind, President Weah giving much to this country, and he deserves
in terms of what?
Thank you very much. In terms of giving back, here are the examples. President Weah is on record of being the only person who sponsored Liberia Football Association to qualify 2 times for the African Cup of Nations. Since Liberia was created in 1847, the evidence is that this Evan Melvin Snow is a living testimony of that. And then the next thing, President Weah took few years from here and carried it to Europe. Did that player too also did in return of what President Weah do for them? I will say no. Or Stanislas Diba, the light of Kevin, President Weah took them out of this country so that they can intend repeat the same thing.
You said that President Weah took Diba out of the country?
Yes, you can remember Diba went to France. Then are you aware of that?
It was John Weah who took Diba out of this country?
Yes. He went to France. He told them say he had a player that can do more than him. Weah. That was to the recommendation for which Stanislas Diba will have to go to France.
I will talk to Diba about that. I will call Diba and talk to Diba about
do
that.
Your research on that.
No, I'll call Diba. Thank you.
Yeah, let's come to another foot. My brother, you are comparing Liberia with other countries when it comes to success in football. Those countries that you are talking about, the Cameroon, the Ivory Coast, the Egypt.
My man, I'm talking about the first country. The first country I'm talking about is Cape Verde. The first country I talked about is Cape Verde.
Yes,
Cape Verde is currently in the World Cup.
Cameroon, Ivory Coast.
Cameroon and Ivory Coast, and they were just references. But my main base was Cape Verde.
Yeah, you're okay, but Cape Verde is a new country. I know they're kind of young players, and then the players themselves are striving to bring pride to their country. But look at our players today, my brother. We are not putting them under the carpet. Most of our brothers today, by the time they go to Europe, you see them, they do different
But that's
things.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
So for
saying.
me-
George Weah made use of his talent. He developed his talent, put more time, and then And then he was also supported by the government of Samuel Kanyondo. Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that, my brother? Are you aware that?
Yeah, come in 1 minute. He did not get a scholarship to go to Cameroon. He was scout before going to Cameroon, where he starts.
But how do football players leave one country to another? They can't not to scout them.
You can talk about this.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Then you can bring the person.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. We can take all of the time. Thank you. Hello.
Washington, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Who is it? Kane?
Yeah, Mohammed M. Kane.
Oh, Mohammed Kane, my brother. Go ahead. You listen.
Of the European
You listen to the analysis, my brother.
Follow your analysis. Even this seems to be on one of your sister stations in the morning on Red Power FM this morning.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead quickly. The other callers want to call.
Okay, let's be very on the platform. No, even for quality, all of the discussion, I think why was in your analysis and I agree with you. Okay, former person, we are going to America to go and celebrate his son over there. His son, okay. The plan is not coming to Liberia. No, his son is
He's an American.
No, his son is not all Liberian. Okay. One time, a former president, we are served as a president for this nation for 6 years. Okay. If it comes to the issue of sport under his leadership, it was very, very poor. Let's be very honest.
That's what I said.
Okay. People were even expecting former president we have to even open football academy in this country.
And I made mention of that. I said the former president said he would not open football academy because he passed that level.
Look at Mohamed Kalon. Okay, Mohamed Kalon in Twitter. Okay, he go Twitter. They have football academy there. Okay, he has football. You think what like brother come to be even president for Twitter. He can do more. When it comes to even the sport analysis, okay? So, on our former president, we are within. When it comes to the sport aspect, it was very poor.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let leave you there now. Let leave you there. We got all other callers want to call. Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead quickly, sir.
Thank you. My name is Jim Esmola, calling from Togo Communities.
Go ahead.
Let me say thank you for the topic of the discussion. You know, sometimes when we listen to St. Johnson and trying to speak on issue for someone, we don't give St. Johnson the credence.
Why you don't want to give him the credence?
What St. Johnson has done for the football of the goal of Labrador? St. Johnson sat there and he played for the Looster or the goal of Labrador. Nothing he has done for the young people. How many persons are here? If I have taken from this country to care them, they can show the him manner. He St. Johnson too with the internet in you to play football. But today you want to come speak on somebody with the issue. That is the next family that is son.
So is he wrong? Is he wrong to say that?
Now there's a feeling. It had a feeling because he said he not said nothing for the country. So it had a feeling. Now it's a feeling. But the 50 minutes we are just going to there in this country, yeah. Just 3 years ago he was donating to Liberian in this country as West Point. So why are you not rejecting?
Donating what? What was he donating?
He was donating books, bad bears to students and carpet ball.
Okay, all right, my brother.
So why you put not that he never Liberian supposed to reject it?
All right.
We should not be doing this. So tomorrow, the minute we saw that when you come to Liberian donate, all the people will benefit from that.
All right, my brother. All right. Thank you. Let's leave you there and take the next caller. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you call from?
Yeah, good afternoon, Brother Washington.
Go ahead, sir.
You know what you don't know when you want to know about your I don't get teeth or you want post, you posting on you want to know them family, right?
Go ahead, man.
I don't know Washington. I'm understand when it comes to general living. When you have for all, you just all small, yeah.
Go ahead, my brother.
So we're getting late, but I think getting small G. This is the voice of Tabu Rasta. A proud member of the Contain Liberian for Justice. Look, my brother, we are not here, man. We are there a lot. Yeah, well, we are to go, my brother. You know what happened to Labrador?
I don't know.
Thank you. We are to go to ban Labrador. You know, the part of government before, man. They need to ban Labrador and not ban our own Labrador. But we are to go, can you imagine now? We are to tell you, made Labrador feed to be a national stadium. I want to close on the way.
But we have to we have renovated the whole SKD. We have made it brand new. So I say a quarter.
My man, honor, Joe, we had to ban that place, my man. Don't. Sometimes you come. Yeah, but honor the CDC. I was here too, my man. They ban the place. Honor the CDC. They ban that SKD.
Okay, my brother. When the last time you visited D2C? Why last time you visited D2C, my brother? You not going to see D2C?
What happened to D2?
Yeah, my brother. Last time, all of the things, military party administrator, my brother went to play on D2C when you saw it. And my brother slapped on 30 people when I was going in the pool. When you saw that dollar, I can't for my brother play when I for play. But when we saw that dollar, we had to know. I would never allow Nigeria children to be getting dollar on the field. That's how we are running better. As you can see, my brother. Now today, we are people they collect 400 per game. That we are collecting. People collect cash. Have you been that crowd, my brother, before?
All of these projects are not they are the government's project. I'm talking about Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Let's leave you there. We got to take other caller. Hello,
brother Washington.
Go ahead, sir. What's your name?
This is Samuka from Carwell.
Samuka, go ahead quickly.
You know, brother Sam Johnson said all. The first people talking about Sam Johnson was not president for Liberia.
Right.
Sam Johnson was not deciding the budget of football. I think people when they're making their analysis should go inside the work that came here. Who said as president? The first thing was go where a natural Brazilian to play for Liberia. President, we are saying he played football in France. You want to say France? Why he never letter?
Your line is distorted, my brother. Change your location quickly.
You getting me right?
Go ahead.
Why you never bring the people? Look at the game that we lost. 20 game, draw 11, 1-10. You know what I mean? Look, my brother,
then more besides what I said, what my information told me that on George we have from 2018 to 2023, the national team received $150,000 for their budgetary allotment.
Look at man who play football, who understand footballing issue. How will I be a used car seller? Then my mother I get or tested to carry out the work. You know what you're talking there? Look, my brother, if you want to know the behavior of former President William, watch the July 1st, 2001 game. Then you will get to know. Well, Mohamed Kalon told us, gentlemen, as soon as you beat that game, you're going for the World Cup. Just set up for everything into that game. The game, we don't know what happened. People say he sold the game. People say a lot of things about that game. But remember, the John we are 11, it was what Doe did in the 80s. That was bright for James Diba, Dalmisha Segway, Kevin Segway, even the John we are there. It was what the government did at the time. So you know what? There's nothing but football. So we are saying here that you know the anything and the brother is right. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let's leave you there and take this caller. Hello, caller. Go ahead quickly. Other callers are on the line.
Washington, how are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. This is my man from Brownsville.
Yes, this is Lasana Sayon.
Mr. Lasana Sayon from Brownsville. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, my brother. Let me tell you something. They propose defender, then they will fight you. They will count on a different blankets. Some will tell you civil rights for justice. That's also pro defender. Let me tell you something. They man who came to a permanent through football, he led our country now. That meant a failure. Like Bro will never vote Georgia. Georgia became president for 6 good years. One day, he never paid attention to football. Our football studio, that SKD, were almost, I think it was banned. On a job we have presidency. What thing they're trying to tell us here? If you ask them now, because you already talk about the past, so they're not able to bring our past because the past were not directly from him. When he was making money, that's the time he should have helped the country, and even when he was president. So that meant a failure. Let the judge come out and say plenty things there, and the liberal people know. Send the state justifying the wrongdoing of the man. They will see again this straight.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take more calls. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you call from? Go ahead, quickly. What's your name?
Thank you. This is William Covey, and I joined this conversation as member of the Unity Party Intellectual.
Go ahead, quickly, my brother. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Washington, and thanks for the analysis. Look, Washington, you know I wanted to play a listening role. But when we see young people coming up, when you see a friend, young person who passed through something and expressing his experience regarding that matter for the sake of you who have now passed through it, for the generation that beyond you to come that will benefit from your advocacies, then you want to come and launch attack on him. It baffles me a lot. It baffles me. Watch them. Look, I hear most of them asking questions what Sam Johnson have done in Liberia. Sam Johnson has his economy, called Sam Johnson economy that is improving grassroots football, little cakes, right? I'm in about carrying my son. That economy.
Yeah, Sam Johnson. Sam Johnson. I just forgot. I researched on it, and Sam Johnson runs an academy.
Good.
Sam Johnson. I have it. I have it on my research. He runs an academy.
Okay.
Yes, because I did the research. I did the research, and the research is in my phone. Sam Johnson runs an academy, and the former Ballon d'Or winner George Weah does not have an academy.
He does not. So even when you come back again to investment, not just economy, Watson Johnson is contributing to the football, grassroots football by establishing economy. He's also contributing to the development of Liberia when it comes to infrastructure.
Excuse me.
Investing in SSs.
Though Mr. Weah does not have an academy, but he represented Liberia and he made Liberia's image to the international world, and that's another side of it. That's another side of it.
No, Washington, we have represented himself. The Ballon d'Or he won. How much Liberia is? How many roads did he say? Oh, that the Ballon d'Or I won. Here's the price that from there. Okay, I will give $5,000.
All right, my brother. All right.
How much?
All
Liberia did not benefit. Nothing. Only the we have the benefit is Ballon d'Or. Liberia did not benefit anything. So, in fact, Washington, I will continue to support other countries against the USA national.
No, that one I right. That one I right. That one you want to do it on political business. But me, I'm saying no, that on political business. That on political business, you want to do that one.
Never support America in football.
My man, that one I right. I'm not asking you to support America. I'm not asking you to support America. That one I business. For me. No. Hey, listen now. Listen, no. We're not going that route. Let us not go that route. I, as an individual, am supporting Portugal for Cristiano Ronaldo, and I'm supporting France. That the two countries I'm supporting.
I'm supporting France because France promote more black players on their team.
I'm supporting Cristiano Ronaldo,
right?
but it's not for George Weah business. You say you.
Anybody to bring we are naming our football activities.
All right, thank you. Thank you. No. Thank you. We gotta let you go. Hello. Hello, go ahead quickly, my brother. You listen to the analysis and the comments coming from the public about Sam Johnson's criticism against the former president George Weah, the way he treated the football industry in the country. What do you have to say?
Thank you very much.
You got to shake up. Your location is very bad.
You getting me?
I'm getting you now. Hello, my man. Your line is bad.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. You know, in the country we call Liberia, the one man called George Weah, more Liberian year to year than this. We now for Portugal, we now for France, we now for Germany, but we support them in any tournament happen in the world. Let me come back to Liberia. So we have become the first black player to become World Bank and European winner. Of course, you now have academy in this country, but the most successful Liberian.
But why should he not? Why should he not have an academy with all the big, FIFA accolades and portfolio that he has? He's supposed to have an academy.
Brother, anything to in law, if individual differences. He choose to not get academy. He choose to get academy. Saint Joseph choose to get academy. Not in academy. Now Mappe for France, but after he won the 2018 World Cup, people for Cameroon are celebrating him because what he ruled for Africa.
I don't have any record of that. I don't have any record of that.
You make a research.
No, I don't have a record of that.
Yeah, last day make your research. Venezuela John play for Real Madrid. But now he root
for Africa, which is Cameroon. Make your research.
All right, thank you.
Everybody that call on show, we are footballer and we find the history. So if we can't ultimately, we are a rule for Africa, which is Liberia. So
all right. That's what for me. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, my brother. That's why for me, I'm saying a Liberian player is not participating in the World Cup, and I maintain that statement. Hello,
what you doing?
Who is it?
The voice of Blama Down.
Blama Down from where?
I call you from Upper Cardwell.
Upper Cardwell. You listen to the analysis on the George Weah and the FIFA and all of that. Go ahead.
Yeah, Washington, thank you. You did extremely well by analyzing on your own. But you know what, Washington?
No.
Thank God that you agree. Partly, but like George Weah had done extremely well.
No, but I will not count the radio here and say George Weah into nothing and George Weah. No. I will not do that. We'll recognize what George Weah did for the country by representing the country, and we'll recognize some of the things that he should have done and did not do. We'll do that.
Washington.
Yeah.
Let's be real to each other now. They may want will not do all in this country.
We're not asking him to do all.
They may want will not be like you say now it must be economy, football economy. But you do know that George Weah took people from here and came in Europe to go play football and they don't perform well. They came back home. We are all
who that person? Who that person?
We're not calling him.
How you not calling him? How you not calling him?
I'm not calling.
No, but you telling me that George Weah told people from here they carry the Euro, they perform the Kimba. So I want to know who the person that George Weah told.
There are many. I will not call him like I said.
You can't do that thing, man. No. I will not be, don't mislead my audience, ba.
Okay, let's see then.
Yeah.
Okay. The letter for Father Johnson. The letter the man who played for Arsenal. Today he played.
Who man play for Arsenal?
On Wembley Stadium. The first black man to play on Wembley Stadium. You know the man, man. I don't know how to call it man.
I'm not into football. I'm not into football. I'm into journalism. I'm into football.
Okay, thank you. Not in the football. Somebody just call and tell you say.
I'm later about piggy man. Later man.
Listen to me. Don't be jiggy jacking when
you got jiggy?
Yeah, well, don't be jiggy jacking when you can't job. Some of us.
The good thing George Weah did for the country, I said it, man, use his personal talent, play for the country. Make sure he delivered for the country, represented the country.
How many young talent in this country have gone out?
How many people in the country, how many people playing football are ready to sacrifice and do more like George Weah did for the national team? That's what I'm saying. But more to that, I am also saying that George Weah should have done more for the country because the country did a lot for him under the Doe administration by making sure his talent was discovered and supported. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Anthony.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let's take other callers, man. I beg you. Let's take other people. Hello.
Good evening. This is Teresa Williams.
Teresa, how are you, my sister?
I'm fine. Thank you for the talking point.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, my sister.
Talking point. Look, let me tell you. The former president he need only disappoint the Liberian or the country at large. But even disappointed the Doe family, the former president is invested in him. Like they everything today for him came to the spotlight. And before he became president, there was no one page. If I'm talking about stadium. Let me not talk about stadium because we know when you talk about stadium, you know what you supposed to know when they say stadium, you know what it means.
Yeah, go ahead, my sister.
It will amuse you to know, interest you to know. When he became president, he used the Liberia taxpayer money and ride first class and go and be KC Ballon d'Or. Can you imagine? Go and be KC playing with Ballon d'Or without going and coming free just as that. Just to ride first class and go play with Ballon d'Or where you even get one page if I'm talking about stadium. Like what we should talk about? He disappointed Liberian people with all the investment that door that invested in. All of the team brought him to the spotlight and things. Even the Doe family. So the high is like what St. Joseph say it's true, but
all right. Yeah, there been some disagreement with the people who play along with former President George Weah. Hello, what's your name and where you call from?
I'm taking
Patient Gray, go ahead, my sister.
My brother, St. Johnson looking for attention. We're not getting that attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking for attention. We're not getting that attention. Our focus here now is to focus on the development of our country.
Okay.
And that's St. Johnson our target. Then Ebola here coming. Yeah, but St. Johnson our target.
All right.
And our target, you know, nobody can do. St. Johnson, you know, nobody can do.
Oh, St. Johnson, you know the body, man. Oh. But St. Johnson said he voted for St. Johnson said he voted for Mr. Weir. That's what St. Johnson said.
My man, we were treating like a politician. The issue they want to talk it.
All right. No. Patient, no, that one, we're not accepting that one. Yeah, I beg you, patient. Let's talk about the real issue, and then we'll talk about they want. No, we can't lay the show to triviality. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Go ahead, my brother. You my last caller on this.
Yeah, my name is Otis Johnson calling from Battery Factory.
Go ahead, my brother.
See, when we talk about Georgia, you know, he's a person who has 50 persons around the world when it comes to. But he didn't do anything for our culture when it comes to seriously. So as for him talking about Boris Johnson, it's so coming in once you would like to celebrate that child. So we don't have problem with that. But being a president and president as a whole, and your country was not even able to go for African Cup of Peace. The state in regime. They voted African Cup 3 times. And that was put on the nation in the sense that they were able to qualify for everyone. So when we look at that, we see failure into him on that. Because if someone who, when you say Ahmed is the president, definitely he will go fight for the military solution. A former player has to fight for the national team.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, my brother. What we're trying to do, it's our responsibility to inform the audience, right? So let's leave the call. Let's leave the call lines. We have taken a lot of. We have used over 30 minutes to take calls. We have taken a lot of calls, and the people are still wanting to call. But we have to talk other issues. The country is running. Too many things are happening. Other issues are on the docket. We need to talk other issues. This Ebola situation in the country is a very interesting situation. You remember the lady said something, and I will play the voice of the lady. We want to do a comparative analysis or a comparison of what the lady said. We'll play 3 voices. I'll play the first voice. I'll play the first voice, I'll play the second voice, and I'll play the last voice. Let me go for the first voice. In the first voice of this whole Ebola noise, there where the accusation came from, right? There where the accusation came from about quote unquote the awareness. ABC, all the kind of stuff, there where the accusation came from. So I'll play the first voice. We'll play the first voice. So you're listening to the first voice. The first voice of this Paula. You're listening to Paula's voice. The situation of the Ebola speculation in the country, it needs serious attention. But I want to draw the analysis on where we as a country, whether Paula is saying the right thing or the government is saying the right thing. Who is actually bringing this to the public attention? So let's listen to Paula. This thing has gone back again. Okay, so it's here. Let's listen to Paula. And yes, let's listen to Paula. Paula was trying to speak to her colleagues. And then all of a sudden, Okay, let's listen to Paula. Okay, I got it. Okay, we're good. Listen to Paula. Let's listen to Paula. Full listen to Paula.
About the latest issue in Liberia now. I'm just coming from a meeting at JFK. I want everybody to know that Ebola has already entered Liberia. Some group of people went to Uganda. They went on a church conference. They went for the church conference and they are back. And 5 of them are showing signs and symptoms of Ebola. Their eyes are red. Their rectums red. They are vomiting and having running stomach. JFK can no longer handle it. They already sent them to the unit. Let's be very, very careful what we are doing. Let's take our hand washing very seriously. We got to keep safe to keep serving. I'm appealing to every one of us. When we're coming to work, interacting with patients, let's be in our PPE. If you're not feeling safe with the patient that you're treating, get your long sleeve on. Don't just go naked to any patient with short sleeve uniform. I'm appealing to every one of us. They just called us for a very important meeting, and what was said is what I'm thought it right to share to this family. I'm begging us. It is getting serious. Ministry of Health is hiding it. They think they're having things under control. But only God can help us. Let's take our precautions. Let us start to put hand washing buckets to our homes. Let's talk to our children to always be washing their hands. Let's talk to our neighbors. Let's try to make everybody know about what is going on so we can be on the alert. It's not time for any handshake. It's not time for any wrestling or anything. We got to be very careful. We got to be very careful. This set of people that came from Uganda, they are having highly suspected of having this Ebola virus. And to what I saw in the Congo one, they have not had any medication or any vaccine yet to help in reducing it. So let's be very careful. Let's be very watchful. Be very, very sensitive when you're taking care of patients. I just thought to let everybody know. Thank you.
That's this, the first voice audio. We're going to play it the way it came. So we can identify where the problem is coming from, right? So that's Paula. She works at the JFK, the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital, JFK. She works there. According to Paula, Paula said the Ministry of Health has called for a meeting, a very strategic and convenient meeting. And in that meeting, they said that they were trying to provide awareness, according to Paula. So Paula said they went for the meeting. And there are 2 things Paula said in the first video. If you listen to Paula in these videos, there are 2 things she said. The first one, she said, Paula agreed. Fellow Liberian, let's see. So, some of you are angry and you were disappointed in the government. Why the government had to arrest Paula? There are reasons, and Paula could be charged. Right? If you listen to the audio that I just played for you, there are possibilities and there are reasons for Paula to be charged. And somebody will say, why? And I will tell you why. If you listen to the audio that I have just played, you listen to Paula in that audio, Paula is confirming that Ebola is in the country. Then we ask ourselves a question. Is Paula the official source to declare Ebola? Could she be causing panic in the minds of her colleagues? Let's agree, Paula could say, there are suspected cases of Ebola, but y'all be caution. Listen to Paula again before you say, I'm the one making up the story. Because, the Ebola thing is, they say where, I know, smoke is, fire is there. What are the ministry? Paula said some things in the first audio. I went back, I took my time. I said I will listen to Paula again because we have to get the Liberian people informed about the information disseminated by Paula. So listen to Paula again. She said something.
I hope everybody's okay. I just started well for everybody to be informed about the latest issue in Liberia now. I'm just coming from a meeting at JFK. I want everybody to know that Ebola has already entered Liberia.
Pause all right there. You listen to Paula? Paula said she just wants to inform her colleagues that Ebola has entered the country. Bam. That's the first thing that Paula said. Paula is confirming the onus, the responsibility is not upon Paula to make that final confirmation. If Paula is saying that people are in the hospital at at JFK, and they are showing signs and symptoms of Ebola, it is not confirmed by the Ministry of Health. That is the first place Paula went wrong. Even if the virus is in the country, it will be determined by the Ministry of Health. That's where Paula has been held for providing misinformation in the public. If you go further, I may not play the recording again. If you go further, Paula said she's just using this video or the audio recording to advise her colleagues in terms of, the way they meet patients, the way they do this and do that. She's just advising them to be very careful and conscious of their interactions and the way they interface with suspected or patients that are showing these signs and symptoms of the virus. Third, Paula said she alleged that the Ministry of Health is hiding the information. So you see the reason why the government is taking the actions against Paula. The government is taking the action because if you listen to the recording, and let me play the recording one more time. Y'all listen to it very carefully. Y'all listen.
I hope everybody's okay. I just started well for everybody to be informed about the latest issue in Liberia now. I'm just coming from a meeting at JFK. I want everybody to know that Ebola has already entered Liberia. Some group of people went to Uganda. They went on a church conference. They went for the church conference and they are back. And 5 of them are showing signs and symptoms of Ebola. Their eyes are red. Their rectums red. They are vomiting and having running stomach. JFK can no longer handle it. They already sent them to the unit. Let's be very, very careful what we are doing. Let's take our hand washing very seriously. We got to keep safe to keep serving. I'm appealing to every one of us. When we're coming to work, interacting with patients, let's be in our PPE. If you're not feeling safe with the patient that you're treating, get your long sleeve on. Don't just go naked to any patient with short sleeve uniform. I'm appealing to every one of us. They just called us for a very important meeting, and what was said is what I'm totally right to share to this family. I'm begging us. It is getting serious. Ministry of Health is hiding it.
You're listening right there. I had to stop the voice right there. Ministry of now they just call you to a meeting. Now let's understand governance. Let's understand governance. They've just called you to a meeting, and maybe they say the Ministry of Health would have to be very careful how they officially announce the outbreak of Ebola in the country. I'm just telling y'all where Paula went wrong. Right? I'll come to the ministry on a part. According to Paula, if you listen to this audio, they called them, the Ministry of Health people called them, the JFK, and they disclosed to them that there are suspicions of Ebola in the country. So let's provide caution. Let's make sure that we employ the necessary ideas so that we can be able to be safe and save the rest of the other people. Paula was fortunate to be part of that meeting. When Paula left the meeting, Paula went straight in the chat room and confirmed that Ebola is in the country. Is she the source to declare the confirmation of Ebola in the country? I said no. She's not the authority. If the Ministry of Health wanted to declare Ebola in the country, the Ministry of Health would not call Paula then to a meeting. They will determine it, and if it is confirmed, and they know that these people have interacted, because what are the Ministry of Health hiding? What are they not hiding? When Ebola comes in the country, you will know, because it will start spreading, and people will start responding to the signs and symptoms, and people will start dying. So probably it's the government trying to put mechanisms into place to curtail the rapid spread of the virus. That is one concern. That is one thing that we need to ask ourselves. That is one thing we need to ask ourselves. Is the government trying to put mechanism into place to deliver on this? That's why they called them to a very sensitive and sacred meeting to say, we are suspecting these things that are, that these people from Uganda, Liberians and foreigners from Uganda have come into the country and they are producing signs and symptoms of Ebola. So let's be careful, right? That's the role of the Ministry of Health. Let's be careful. Now Paula leaves that meeting, goes in the chat room and announce that Ebola in the country. Announce that the Ministry of Health is hiding it. Announce that people came from Uganda and blah, blah, blah. And announce, even if it is true that Ebola is in the country, even if it is true, Paula is not the authority to announce. And more besides, using the social media to make that public announcement. Because the government, in the first place, the government is looking at different modalities. Are we prepared? Do we have the financial allocation to tackle this? We don't want to announce a thing and start running around again. No support, no this, no that, and all of that. So what can we do? Since we are experiencing suspicion of Ebola virus in the country, what can we do as a ministry? Let's do this. Let's put it in place. Let's do the one. Let's do that one. Let's start putting all these different mechanisms into place. Why the people that we are suspecting of the virus are showing signs and symptoms? Let's start putting things. Because now, here is it. The government wants things to get into place before they announce the outbreak, or they say there's no outbreak in the country, provided if the people that are in the ICU are not determined or detected of Ebola virus. Now, let's look at the possibilities. Why, if the people in the ICU are vomiting, yes, which is a normal stuff? Why if they got diarrhea, which is a normal thing? Why if they got other, issues and they're vomiting and later on they're treated and they are not detected of the Ebola virus? Do you know the crime they would have held Paula with? She would have been held for a misdemeanor of providing false information in the public. And it's a punishable offense under our law. It's a punishable offense. So Paula's mistake is, even though they call you for the meeting, that's why the ministry confided in a very small number of people, the heads, the leadership. That's why they call you, they say, let's have a meeting. If they wanted to announce it, they would have gone and just announced it on the official website or the page of the Ministry of Health. Number two, that's why they say, you all got to be careful. We are suspecting something, but you got to be careful. And they left it with you and say, let it be confidential. Let it be confidential. They'll leave it like that. And it is the way it is. Now, Paula left and announced it. She pronounced it. That yes, she confirmed it that Ebola is in the country. The government is hiding it and all that kind of thing. And all that kind of blah, blah, blah. Government arrested Paula. Now, the government arrested Paula. This very government that arrested Paula for providing false information and blah, 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 creating panic in the public, blah, blah, blah. This same very government has gone to the legislature and they're discussing about Ebola business in the country. Paula is definite. Paula said, yes, yes, Ebola is in the country according to her. Yes, it is this, it is that. The government said, no, you can't say that. You're bringing the government to public ridicule. You are not the authority to announce the Ebola virus, infiltration in the country and all that kind of stuff. You're not. So the government is holding her for false information, the pronouncement of false information in the public. That's what the government is holding over. But now listen to the government now.
And monitoring 16 travelers from the region, the affected region. Screened and monitoring 16 travelers from the region, the affected region, which included 9 Ugandans, 3 Liberians, 1 from DRC, Canada,
Yeah, so it is sad, sometimes you got these noisy guys in the place. They are lawmakers. When people are providing good information, they just make noise. Somebody, what you call what they come and do here? What they come and do here? People migrate from one place to another. You say people bring Ebola in the country, then you say what they come and do here? You know how many people have taken sicknesses from Liberia to other places around the world? Did they ask them what they come and do here? When the health authority goes to explain a very concerning situation to members in parliament, they behave as if to say, they are not heads of homes. Yeah, that's how they something that should not even bring about, noise. They are just noisy, distracted, oriented people. Yeah, they are just, when people are discussing serious things, they find all kind of means to make it noisy. That's the kind of people we have as lawmakers. But anyway, that's it. So the very health authority that then discussing Ebola, they say they need $4.1 million to get prepared for. Now, Ebola now in the country. Just say, okay, let's agree. I'm not trying to side with Paula. I know Paula erred because she's not the source to provide the information about Ebola coming in the country. If Ebola is in the country, it should be pronounced by the Ministry of Health, supported by NPHIL. And then the government starts to tackle the spread. But the government has said, that came out with a release recently, that the information from Paula is misleading, blah, blah, blah. It is the same government that is discussing how much they will need to tackle Ebola. Why are we discussing tackling Ebola? If you say Ebola is not in the country, why are we discussing tackling Ebola? How? How? Is Paula wrong for providing the information without authentication? I say, yes, she's wrong. Is Ebola in the country? I don't know. I cannot confirm that. I am not the authority to pronounce whether Ebola is in the country or not. Should the government be discussing Ebola and budget and all of that? I don't think so. Because when we don't have the virus in the country, then the government now should be discussing about how we tighten our borders and do the screening and all of that. Then to go have a conversation with the legislature and talk about we need so and so amount of money to fight Ebola. How? Liberian people, how? It said that what Paula said, that the government is hiding the news about the Ebola virus infiltration in the country. Is it that it is true? Is it true? I cannot confirm the validity of the information coming from Paula, but Paula is being penalized for providing information to the public without the ministry's authentication or authenticity. But again, the very ministry that is punishing the woman, they're going to the legislature to discuss about fight a budget to fight. So where are we as a country? Who is saying the right thing? The Liberian people are eager to listen so that they can prepare themselves. Is it yeah? Are we experiencing Ebola in the country? Are there possibilities that we wake up one morning and the government announces that Ebola is in the country? Are there possibilities that Paula may be lying on the government and said, oh, the government hiding the information, and there is no provided information, and the government is not hiding any information, and Paula is misinforming the public? Are we to substantiate that? Where are we as a government and a people when it comes to the whole Ebola thing? Now we're discussing budget for Ebola now. Fellow Liberians, we're discussing budget for Ebola. How have we arrived at this discussion point? How have we arrived, fellow Liberians? Who is saying the right thing? We're looking at the government. We're looking at the ordinary people. Ebola is not a small thing. It is a very dangerous epidemic. A very dangerous epidemic. It is so dangerous to the extent it sweeps a whole family. An entire family can be swept within 1 hour time from the virus. In 10 seconds, in 1 minute. So where are we? Is the government hiding anything about the Ebola virus? Let Paula say. You listen to Paula. We'll listen to Paula, then we'll go to the lounge, we'll take calls. Don't listen to Paula. Don't listen to Paula. Paula is being reprimanded. Paula is being reprimanded for her actions. And for me, I agree that she be reprimanded. Yeah. I agree that she be reprimanded. Let's listen to Paula. Let's listen to Paula. I come in. Paula will play her voice. Let's listen to Paula.
Well, for everybody to be informed about the latest issue in Liberia now. I'm just coming from a meeting at JFK. I just started for everybody. I want everybody to know that about the latest Ebola has already issued.
Wait, yeah, hold on.
Some group of
okay.
I hope everybody's okay. I just started for everybody to be informed about the latest issue in Liberia now. I'm just coming from a meeting at JFK. I want everybody to know that Ebola has already entered Liberia. Some group of people went to Uganda. They went on a church conference. They went for the church conference and they are back. And 5 of them are showing signs and symptoms of Ebola. Their eyes are red. Their rectums red. They are vomiting and having running stomach. JFK can no longer handle it. They already sent them to the unit. Let's be very, very careful what we are doing. Let's take our hand washing very seriously. We got to keep safe to keep serving. I'm appealing to every one of us. When we're coming to work, interacting with patients, let's be in our PPE. If you're not feeling safe with the patient that you're treating, get your long sleeve on. Don't just go naked to any patient with short sleeve uniform. I'm appealing to every one of us. They just called us for a very important meeting, and what was said is what I'm totally right to share to this family. I'm begging us. It is getting serious. Ministry of Health is hiding it. They think they're having things under control. But only God can help us. Let's take up.
So let's stop it right there, right? So we went to see as a country. So we know who's talking the truth. Whether Paula is talking the truth, that the government wants to hide this thing, or the government is talking the truth, that there's no Ebola in the country, but the very government who is saying that there's no Ebola in the country, the government has already started discussing $4.1 million budget to fight Ebola. How? I'm confused. But let's go to the Liberian people to hear their view. 0770 131318. 0770 131318 are the numbers to call. And the situation is very serious, right? It's a very, very serious, delicate situation. Let's go to the lines. Hello?
Hello?
I mean, reduce the monitor. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to call from rehab.
From rehab. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, according to this allegation, some church people left Uganda or East Africa and came to Liberia. Have they identified these people, or the government should, at the airport, they're supposed to identify the kind of people? Because once Ebola is an outbreak in East Africa, people coming from there should be put on now before they enter the country.
She said they are taking treatment.
Yeah, so they said, okay, that government gave us the information whether these people are Ebola patients, because they're win-win situation, because the nurses want money.
Yeah.
The government want money. You know what happened in Ebola time? They passed Ebola season, people collected a lot of money.
Yeah,
so they are doing all kind of things to get money. So that's my contribution.
Thank you very much. The public should not be panicking. Hello? Hello? Are you there? You got to speak, or I will go to the next caller. Hello? Okay, let me go to the next caller. Hello?
How you doing, my brother?
Hey, Mansisi?
You're a patient.
Oh, patient, how you doing, patient?
Yeah, patient. Great quality Montugo, memory percent.
Yeah, go ahead, my sister.
My brother, on the Ebola issue, the people said it's taken 9 years. Then what are they requesting for 4.2 million? Why?
They're requesting for 4.1 million. They want to tackle. So I'm concerned. Everybody's concerned.
So then when they Ebola, you think that 10 million will come from the one they pull a BBVQ?
I didn't know they pull a BBVQ.
Oh, you are here. They say they go China, they get 3 million.
3 billion.
You are here. They say the government raised, I know 2 billion revenue. The poor government everywhere, the poor year to raise that kind of budget. They pull a BBVQ. They use the people. That BBVQ. They say, okay, we'll pay for it to come. But why you want to put all that money? They say, we are young, they need 500,000 to pay senators. You want to pay senators? Or to come pay senators?
All right, patient. All right, patient. All right, my sister. Oh, no. I beg you. No, I beg you. Hello?
Hello, my brother.
Yes, sir.
You see, the issue that you're talking about on that lady, I listened to her voice. I don't know who else she was addressing or she tried to publicize it. Look, let me tell you, the problem that we have in the country here is that when something come about, if you are a spokesman for that something there, you got to give a press conference and let the people to know there is a situation, even though it's a rumor, nobody should be in panic and this, but you are not getting no press information. Minister silent, the health authority all silent, even the security sector, even get on that, they can do it. No, we've been watching the great United States. These kind of cases that they come about, you can see even the president, Donald Trump, can go on the wire, coughing, explain to the American people before even the health authority, before the security people can even come and start to explain to the people. Why our people can't do that? But you can't do it. If I hear on the corner, I will go tell somebody. That is a problem. You see it? Now we're talking about if that person has not come to say it. Are we will down here in the corner, are we going to hear anything about Ebola? 2, these guys, these people they're talking about, when do they enter this country here? When? Now 1 week ago, or yesterday, or 2-3 weeks ago. Up to now, we don't even know. Who are those individuals? Why they can't explain to us?
That's the thing we need to know, my brother. That's the thing we need to know. 0770 131318 are the numbers to call, and let's have a conversation. Who is saying the actual fact? Is it the government or is Madame Paula Bedell is being punished for for saying something when the government has not given her the final authenticity to say sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir. What's your name and where you come from?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Cover from Mount Barclay.
From Mount Barclay. Go ahead, Mr. Cover.
Yeah, the issue I got with this is that we got to be careful in presenting the situation we got it. The government is not in no way saying that there is Ebola in this country. They are saying they want to start doing something to take prevention. And that is why we are still in the past. When it started, everybody will be around saying it's happening, not happening, here and not here. And people will start presuming. So the only problem for me, I got with the Ministry of Health is that the cost of what it's saying, I feel like it's too much. Maybe in the form of trying to get more money. But that doesn't in any way mean the government is saying that there is Ebola here. They're trying to take prevention.
The government said there's no Ebola in the country as per government's report. That's what the government said.
Yeah,
but Madame Paula Bidel, who is working at JFK and is an integral part of the institution, she said they called them to a meeting and they told them that there are suspicions of Ebola, and she confirmed it in the recording.
Yeah, I listened to the recording.
So that's why I'm asking now, where are we as a country, as a people? Where are we? That's my concern.
Yeah, what I'm just saying for me is that I just believe that the government just trying to take precaution.
All right.
And they are right to do that. They need to start doing that.
Okay. All right.
Because we are hearing news, whether true or false, we are hearing news.
Yeah,
so
that's right. So we need to be careful. That's what I'm saying. We need to be careful. Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. Let's go to the next caller. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you call from?
Thank you. My name is Jim
From Factory. We are between the scissors. We don't know where we are. Whether who is saying the right thing? Is it the government or Madame Paula Bidel? Where are we?
For me, Bidel is saying a rifle thing. The government is not treating the state well. My brother, if today Bidel will not come out with this kind of statement, the government will not even announce to the people that people came from Uganda and people from Congo from conference. They will not hear the people that people announce. Let me tell you, my brother, if you see 2017, 2014, 2015, the Ebola crisis in Boswari alone, you see the number of persons the number of families that died during that period. My brother, we don't want to get a disaster in this country. The government should be treating the citizens well. The information, if you will not come and say this, and just she said, and she called a woman for it was Joka where they want to have the meeting with them. So what Joka where could not be in question. And they only let Joka when they arrested the woman who started to give the information in their chat room. I didn't inform her friend there said that she should be very careful because Ebola disease is a deadly disease.
It's a
so you want to step for and allow her friend to die? It should not go that way. I think it is bad. The government, they don't treat the citizens well. Let them be serious and tell them what ready for me in this year. Because the people who came from those conferences, we don't know how many people they are in the other way. We don't know what they are done in Africa. We even down to the family of the quarantine. So they had a family, extended family, people going to go prison and they are going all around. You know how you put up can spread? This is the way the power can spread. We don't even know how many people they are in the other way. The government don't go and say that the people who keep on the community are quarantined as well. How about they put it in the other way when they keep on the conference?
All right.
There's a complete serious embarrassment to all people working down there.
All right, my brother. All right. Let leave you there. 0770-131318 are the numbers. Who is actually saying the right thing? The government or Madame Paula Bidel? The Ebola situation in the country is not something to overlook. Yeah, it's not something to overlook. We need to take it very seriously. Very, very, very seriously. The Ebola situation, the noise, the rumors we're hearing about Ebola this, Ebola that, the public needs to be informed. No. I can't take you. The noise. When you want call, you reduce the sound of your monitor and or you walk away from it and you call. The feedback is very terrible in the headphone we use in the studio here. 0770-131318. The Liberian people are concerned. Where are we? Hello, what's your name and where you call from?
Hello, my dear brother. I am Clubber Jason, and I just called from Paco Island.
Paco Island. That should be the district number 10.
Exactly.
Go ahead, my brother.
Okay. My brother, for the benefit of the listening public, I just listened to Paula. I don't know how you call her.
Paula Bidel.
Paula Bidel. Okay. Can you just make this new make this this clarification. What she mean by their red tongues are red and their eyes are red? What do you really mean by red tongue?
Oh, red tongue?
Yeah.
The red tongue and play the feces can pass.
Good. Exactly. Okay. I just want our people to know this. Okay. If for any reason, my brother, I disagree with Paula Bidel.
Okay.
He's not the rightful person to make this pronouncement. Though it was a video, it was not public, or it was just a video, but then now it's spreading. So equally so, my brother, for me right now, whether Ebola is here, Ebola is not here, my entire family, I urge them to keep washing their hands.
Very good. Very good.
Just boil the bucket, and everybody, you will wash your hands.
Avoid the contact. Avoid the contact.
Exactly.
That's right.
Out, whenever you come in, you will wash your hands.
We'll strain you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Let's take the next caller. Amen. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank you ever so much for this program. My name is George Webo, calling from the Tusafi area.
Tusafi. Where is that place?
Yeah.
Is it Badnersville?
Gardnersville.
Oh, Gardnersville. Go ahead, my brother. Where are we? We are confused with this the news surrounding the Ebola situation in the country. Madam Paula Bidel has confirmed, and then the government said, no, we cannot. Where are we?
Well, what I want to say here is this. The sister there who just announced this Ebola business, it is true that it's not close with the authority to announce. But equally so, the mission, even if it is true, the government is putting maturity in place before such things can be announced because it steers away investor. So, saying it is so, we don't know who is telling the truth. Because but the only thing I will have to say is that we need to take precaution.
Exactly, my brother.
Yeah, because according to you, the government is trying to discuss a budget for the Ebola.
Yeah, they're discussing a $4.1 million.
Okay, but then this is where we are confused.
Yeah. If you say Madam Paula Bidel is lying, there's no Ebola in the country, why are we discussing $4.1 million budget to fight Ebola?
So the best thing I can say is let us take precaution because we have experienced Ebola and so we know how to move and who to test and when to talk and how and what would be the distance.
Exactly, my brother. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take more calls. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. What's your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I call from looking time.
Okay, go ahead, my brother.
Okay, for me, I think that morning that people requesting it just in the mina, the woman is talking the truth. Because when Una is someone is not talking the truth, why will you request for a lot of money like that? Why? Seriously, why will you request for that kind of money? When you saying the person lying, then the thing why you say the person lying, oh, that seems you go to the person, oh, they think I want the person lying, oh, but you give all money for the thing to get prepared for the thing. Why? And apart from that, I don't think they need a lot of money because like people is already aware of that sickness. A lot of people are aware, they know what to do. So now they're going to do a lot of awareness because people know about it already.
All right. All right, my brother. So let's just take precautions. 0770-131318 are the numbers to call. 0770-131318 are the numbers to call. The Liberian people are concerned about the situation, about the Ebola. Who is saying the truth? Is the government telling the public the rightful thing, or the Liberian people need more information? Where are we? Hello? Okay, let's leave that person and get to the next person. Hello?
Yes.
Hello,
Good
sir.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go ahead. What's your name and where you call from?
Yes, my name is Simon P. Johnson. I've joined you from Bannerville Junction.
From Batmanville. Go ahead, my brother. We are concerned about the situation that we are hearing in the country, unconfirmed, and the government has not pronounced any sign of confirmation of Ebola in the country. But Madam Bidel said the government is hiding the information. Where are we?
Yes.
Oh, we lost that caller. We lost that caller. 0770 131318 are the numbers. 0770 131318 are the numbers. Madam Bidel, Madam Paula Bidel, and the Liberian government. We want to know where we are with this Ebola situation. Oh, yes. It is concerning. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, Jerry calling from Benson Street.
From where? Benson Street?
Yeah.
Which part of which one of the Benson Street? The one in town or Caldwell?
Benson and Lane Street intersection, Rambo Kevin.
Benson and Lane Street intersection. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah. Well, you see, Madam Paula, she was trying to do the similar thing that the government is now doing by giving the awareness, but in an honest fashion.
Okay.
Yes. Giving an awareness, but in an honest fashion.
In an honest fashion.
Yes. Because if she was not privileged to that awareness meeting from the boss at the GFC.
She is quoting exactly what they said in the meeting.
Yeah, exactly. So she came out to enlighten fellow Nigerians that this thing is what is unfolding now. And we all should prepare ourselves before it gets out of hand unknown to us. So prepare yourself in this form and manner so that you can be able to tackle these things and advise your family member that you are close to, because she's one of those who are on the front line. But not knowing our government today, I don't know for what reason they can behave like this. I really don't know, because all of a sudden, they see lack of proper information today we get again on our photo. It's sitting there. The same thing Ebola will get in the country, we start to ravage this country. Then people say, oh, people must live, not live in denial, not live in denial. At least if there were the people that were living in denial, it was going to be somehow easier for government to help. But for the government to live in denial that it is not yet, but they want $4.2 billion, it's appalling. Yeah? Why are you putting in for that kind of money? To do what? If you know that the stuff is not yet. That gave a simple pronouncement and awareness and let your people get on the street and tell the Liberian poor buckets and things out here and the same old thing. But he's asking for that amount of money, saying that only awareness, but the stuff is not yet, they won't get prepared.
All right.
When we finally get one case that they will agree to announce, what do we ask the government for?
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We got to leave you there and we take another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Go ahead. What's your name and where you call from?
My name is Sakav. I'm calling from Upper Caldwell.
From Upper Caldwell. Go ahead.
Yes. Look, brother, I continue to say, we must know, the Liberian people are supposed to know, when this individual they are talking about, that confirmed that they came from that side where the thing took place, and they were in the country, when do they arrive here? And when they arrive here, where they were at, they need to explain to us. Yes, they need to explain to us so that the public will know the area that they went to, then they will avoid going there, visiting here and there. But what we're talking about here, yeah, we agree. Somebody say, oh, they say the thing happening and this, that thing is not a secret thing. What's it come about? You're not all keep it as a secret, because there's on something there, it can grab you and kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
It can grab you and kill you. So let me know that in Kawe here, maybe in Morovia, Central Morovia.
So I can start preparing myself.
I will avoid going to Central Morovia.
Even if you avoid going to Central Monrovia, there are other people who will leave Caldwell and go to Central Monrovia. So the only thing is that I can just prepare myself.
And know how to visit there and know the kind of people that move there.
Exactly.
That's supposed to be like, but we can't just be sitting down here and be discussing it. And and somebody they want the power.
Somebody say, yeah. The government said no, not yet.
They got the money now. The money you get, you are not telling us, you are not getting on government that we suspecting this. So we urging the public that we will soon do this, we'll soon do that. You start putting your things together. That is supposed to be.
Right.
And but you can't just collect money. 4 point something million. That's small money.
4.1. The government said $4.1 million.
4.1 million.
They will need that money. They will need that.
They said it just for
Already we got.
Then they're going to call for another one.
Already we got accountability issue in the country. Already.
Where these people came from? Who are those people? They play the came from where they are now. They need to let the people to know.
People are looking for chances.
Yes, no.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. People are looking for chances. And it's one thing happening now. You hear them calling BB money. We need 15 million to fight this. We need this amount of money to fight this. We need this to do this. We need this to do that. Then we the Liberian people, we become the victims. But let's see if we can take a few more calls on this. 0770-131318 are the numbers. 0770-131318. Madam Paula Bidell is saying that she know for a fact that the virus is in the country. The government said no. There's no virus in the country. We have not announced, we have not officially informed the Liberian people about the infiltration of the virus in the country. So, Madam Paula Bidell, you're misinforming the country. You're telling the people things that are not happening. You're wrong for what you're doing. So you got a disease from it. But let's see if we can take a few calls on there, and then we'll go to the last talking point. And then hello?
Hello?
Go ahead, sir. What's your name and where you call from?
Yeah, my name is James Colley, and I call from Cathedral Community.
Where is that place?
That is on the Rossfield Highway, sir.
Robertsfield Highway?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. From Robertsfield Highway.
The issue of who is responsible to release information of that nature, we can look at it for different contexts.
Okay.
But let's look at the information itself.
All right.
Is it true that people came and they are vomiting?
The government attested to that yesterday at the legislature. They attested to that.
That the people were having red and their restaurant red, they are vomiting, because that woman confirmed, the woman who they arrested confirmed the information that Ebola is in the country. You see, why is I agree with the information support program for government, but you are not also close with her to release false information. I look at false information, but if the information is correct, there is another different thing that we have to look at. So this is a state issue. It has to do with all of our security. So I want people to look at it from that perspective.
Yeah, the issue is a delicate issue, and we have to be very mindful and cautious of what we do. If we're not careful, we will misinform the public, and it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's leave it. Let's take another caller. Hello, 0770-131318 are the numbers. 0770-131318. The Ebola rumors, it's a very, very concerning situation in the country, and we got to be very, very mindful. We got to be very, very careful of the way we talk about it, the way we enter it, the way we address it, the way we look at it. We got to be very, very, very careful with the Ebola situation in the country. Hello?
How you doing?
I'm fine, sir. What's your name and where you call from?
This is Ruben Kane, and I call from Canada, West Africa.
Hey, my brother Ruben Kane, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
We are concerned. We are concerned. Madam Paula Bidell is telling us about the Ebola situation in the country, but the government is saying that Madam Paula Bidell is making rumors and a fallacious statement. So they have arrested her, and they have turned her over to a lawyer in the custody of a lawyer. But Madam Paula Bidell says she can confirm that Ebola is in the country.
But government, in our response yesterday, people tradition, government make it clear. If you can tell us that we have cases, as a signal Ebola, is the woman 5.
He says the king are under quarantine. For what? They should be telling us for what? For the fact that you see there's the hypocrisy of the government. And that's why for me, people may take an administrative linkage from the woman, but that woman is so patriotic. Because money, new money, you saw just within for 2 hours. But 4.2 million requests is being made for preparation. That's why you saw one of the marketer and all that, one of them this morning on one of the social radio station. That the more people, more than the budget of entry. And that's why the big government is serious. These things that will take Ebola is being known by the Nigerian people. The Nigerian people know the history of Ebola. No, yeah, before they are doing this thing, for example, when they COVID key, they make it with polyclinic space. They make it as if nothing has happened. But thank God they stand the opposition from later are not part of exhibition of people who maybe I say it's not real. But we are just telling this for whatsoever they are saying. Let it be the truth. Ebola is not thing to play with. The society, and we have affected our blood community. People die, friends die, mother die. And under the same party regime. So when they are coming from perspective from all those Arab people coming here, and those who have been prevented, when the woman is a shepherd, that woman spoke on the informed background. They should not put the young people. They spoke on that woman on the informed background. And that's why whenever is being denied our right, democratic right, on our jobs to spend her, prefer pay, weekend. Why not are you correcting people? The woman they is denied, but they phone all the people other correcting. Why not? Why is the land woman there? So the job for those people other correcting for mere block as you know party regime and open border regime. Is that the way we should be controlling this country? When the true time we want to deal with people, or you want to make another money making machine for a thing that Nigerian people to say that Ebola is here. Then at the end of the day, people will be in a confused manner, corruption people and all what they want to tell us. Is that why the government is telling us? What is happening in the health system? Because every action that is going on, we must spoke on an informed background. And that informed background, I stand by heart. When somebody says that there is no Ebola, yeah, okay, there's no Ebola now. Why these people are quarantined? Let me tell us. They want to do it at the same time while the soldiers are safety on the soil of Liberia, and nothing is happening in this country. They want to tell us.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, Ruben Conan, thank you very much, my brother. Let's leave the calls. Let's leave the calls and go to the last issue. 3 issues today. We'll talk. Our colleague Mohammed Bani Khan is not here, but I have a responsibility to make sure that we perform. We do what we are supposed to do. So the CSA, the Civil Service Agency, the boss at the CSA, has come under criticism, very serious criticism, for attending a political rally when he is an appointed government official by the president and supposed to abide by the code of conduct. And a lot of people felt that Josiah Jokai disrespected the laws, and he was not in confinement of the laws. So, there were mixed reactions to Mr. Jokai. Mr. Jokai's presence at the Nimble official opening, So Mr. Jokai reacted, but basically Mr. Jokai Mr. Jokai's reaction is specifically to Amara Kone. And let me say this: the relationship between the Unity Party and Amara Kone is almost like a cracking. The Unity Party does not believe in the political confidence of Mr. Kone. The thing, Mr. Kone, is is the thing, Mr. Kone, is more like an opposition than being in in the government's favor. Yes, the thing they is more like an opposition than being in the government's favor. So this time they disagree with Amara Kone. Amara Kone criticizes the government. Amara Kone criticizes the government. They disagree, you know. And there's the Amara Kone who was more like the mirror of the Unity Party, right? Was more like the mirror of the Unity Party. This is the Amara Kone who was the sophisticated intellectual, you know, the sophisticated intellectual Amara Kone. This is the Amara Kone who is more like an antagonist going against the Unity Party. The Unity Party, I don't know if they accept people disagreeing with them. Yeah, that's one thing about the Unity Party. When you disagree with the Unity Party, they come after you. You understand? They come after you. So let's read what Mr. Jokai wrote. Official response from Dr. Josiah F. Jokai Jr. to Senator Amara Conan's attack and misrepresentation. So he calls this attack and misrepresentation. Furthermore, I have taken, let me scroll it down. I have taken note of the recent public attack and misleading assertion made by Senator Amara Conan of Bapolu County regarding my person, professional conduct, and role in government. Why I ordinarily chose to remain focused on service delivery and national reform rather than political distractions, it has become necessary to correct the deliberate distortions and false equivalence being promoted in the public space, especially by a sitting senator. First and foremost, Senator Conan's attempt to compare the circumstances surrounding Madam Emma Glasgow to my role let me get it. Madam Emma Glasgow to my role and responsibility as Director General of the Civil Servants Agency is completely false, misleading, and intellectually dishonest. Madam Glasgow occupied a tenured position, right? In the words of Josiah Jokai, Madam Emma Glasgow occupied a tenured position governed by distinct legal and policy limitations. I, on the other hand, serve as a political appointee at the will and pleasure of the President of the Republic of Liberia, and not only violated any laws, and I have not violated any laws. That's Josiah Jokai. These fundamental different legal, and administrative frameworks that cannot reasonably and credibly be compared. Additionally, I am not a civil servant. I am a political appointee with the mandate to head and manage a civil service, the civil service. Civil service regulations are bending on civil servants, not political appointees. So, the claims that I violated civil service regulation are utterly dishonest, deceptive, and completely erroneous. For the record, I am not a member of any political party in Liberia. Josiah Jukai. Although I have chosen not to do so at the point, it is, however, my right guaranteed by the Constitution of Liberia. Like many Liberians, I have exercised my constitutional rights as a citizen to affiliate with the support candidates during elections based on personal conviction and national interest. Such support does not constitute formal political party membership. At no point I have used the civil servants agency or my official position to engage in partisan political activities, nor I have violated any laws, regulation, or provision of the code of conduct governing presidential appointees. My attendance, like many other officials of government at the NIMBO event on Sunday, not a weekday, was entirely within my constitutional rights as a Liberian citizen and did not interfere with or compromise my official responsibilities. Liberia remains a democratic state governed by law, and not citizens should be criminalized or politically attacked for exercising lawful constitutional freedoms. What is most disappointing, however, is the growing pattern of bitterness, hostility, and relentless attacks by Senator Amara Kone against individuals associated with or supportive of the administration of President Joseph Yemen Boakai, according to Josiah Jukai, and according to Mr. Jukai. A sitting senator should elevate public discourse and contribute constructively to national dialogue, not promote resentment, personal vendettas, and political motivated misinformation. The senators claim that employees of the Monrovia City Corporation were disciplined for political reasons is entirely false and deceptive. His claim has no iota of truth. Those actions were taken strictly on the basis of repeated misconduct, violation of the standard of conduct, sustained public insult against the government officials, dissemination of false information, and behavior inconsistent with the ethics and professionalism expected of public servants. No serious government anywhere in the world tolerates indiscipline, abuse, and coordinated attack against public institutions by individuals simultaneously serving within those same institutions. As Director General of the Civil Service Agency, I remain committed to restoring discipline, professionalism, accountability, integrity, and efficiency within the public service. Honor my leadership. The CSA has undertaken significant reform aimed at strengthening governance system, modernizing public sector's administration, improving employees' accountability, and ensuring greater professionalism across government institutions. These reforms are producing measurable national impact and gaining recognition both within Liberia and across the African continent. Disagreements with government policies or decisions should never justify destruction of facts and personal attack against individuals who are serving the country with diligence and integrity. Liberia's democracy will only advance through responsible leadership, truthfulness, fairness, and constructive engagements. I remain fully focused on the national responsibility and unwavering in mind. Where am I? Unwavering in my commitment to serve the Liberian people with professionalism, patriotism, humility, and dedication. No amount of political hostility and misinformation will distract me from the important work of advancing meaningful public service reforms for the benefit of our nation and its people. Josiah F. Jokai Jr., PhD, Director General of the Civil Service Agency of Liberia, Chairman of the Health and Public Service Network of Africa, Chairman of the Board of the President's Young Professionals Program. Josiah Jokai. This is Josiah Jokai. Jokai is saying, though he did not quote any law in his disclaimer, I believe this Josiah is a lawyer. When Josiah is making disclaimer, he's supposed to quote, at least he's supposed to quote a law that will support his argument. His argument. Now, Josiah said a few things before we take calls. Mr. Josiah Jokai is the head, is the head of the Civil Service Agency, is the head of the Civil Service Agency. And we are going to read the code of conduct, right? We'll read the code of conduct. We'll read the code of conduct to look at what Mr. Josiah Jokai is saying. We'll read the code of conduct, right? To measure what Mr. Jokai is saying. So Mr. Jokai said he is a political appointee and he does not play the same role. He does not play the same role Emma Glasgow played. No, according to him, he does not play the same role Emma Glasgow played as the head of NAFA. As the head of NAFA. But the code of conduct does not allow political appointees to participate, and I'll read it, right? It does not allow political appointees to participate. Let me click on it very quickly. Let me click on it very quick. Very quick. It does not give them the right. Because the reason why we're saying this, Josiah Jokai dismissed some people recently for acts he deemed that are not in conformity with, the code of conduct, consistent, disregard to the professional working space within, the institution at the Monrovia City Corporation, the MCC. Some people from the CDC were affected by the decision taken by elements of the government, members of the government, most especially coming from the CSA, that these people are engaged or were engaging or have engaged in political activities. Like Mr. Josiah Jokai said, the issue with Emma Glasgow. Emma Glasgow was holding a tenure position by virtue of the fact Emma Glasgow is also covered on a political appointment by the Mr. Josiah Jokai is also on a political appointment by the president. He's a political appointee. So I don't know what makes it different if Mr. Josiah Jokai is telling us that Emma Glasgow is a political appointee. She holds a tenure position, and he is a political appointee, and he does not hold a tenure position. What difference? Because the law calls for independence. Though you hold a political appointed position, but you must be able to exhibit some level of independence. Let me read for you. The Code of Conduct, Section 5.1, political neutrality and prohibition. All officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia are strictly prohibited from, they said, all appointed officials by the President of the Republic of Liberia. The very president that appointed the NAFA boss now at the National Fishery and Aquaculture Authority, it is the same president that appointed Josiah Jokai. So all of them carry the emblem of presidential appointee. So it says all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia are strictly prohibited. 1, canvassing or contesting, engaging in political activities, canvassing or contesting for any elected public office, misusing state assets, using government facilities, equipment, or resources in support of partisan and political activities, both during and outside working hours. Both during and outside working hours. So Mr. Jokai is making a justification that he is not a tenure position holder, so he has the right. But we read in the law, the law says 5.1, the Code of Conduct. It says all officials of government appointed by the president are strictly prohibited from canvassing, engaging into political activities. So you should not. Whether it is during or after, you should not. That's the law. So Mr. Jokai is making this justification, and he's attacking or is in response to Senator Amara Kone. It's like the relationship between the Unity Party and Amara Kone. Their relationship is quietly going away. It's easily and perfectly going away, right? It's quietly, easily, and perfectly going away. What happened? Amara Kone has been a very critical guy against the Unity Party of late. He has been criticizing some of the things that he thinks that are wrong and they're not good, and they didn't stand for during the campaign. He criticizes them, and the Unity Party seems not to appreciate, his criticism. So whenever he criticizes them, they come after him, they come for him, they look for him. They respond to his criticism. But Josiah Jokai is making a justification of his action in political participation when the law says there should be no political participation of appointed government officials during or after. You should not use government vehicles or government properties, or use your official position as a government official to participate in any political activities. These things were applicable to people in the previous administration. They should also be applicable to the people in this administration. Right? They should be applicable. So if Josiah Jokai violates the law of the country that is constituted, consummated, Josiah must understand. He needs to. And one thing about Josiah, I read his whole entire rebuttal to Amara Kone. He did not quote. He's a lawyer. Josiah is a lawyer. He did not quote any law to disagree or disprove the allegation or accusation coming from Amara Kone, because Amara Kone is making reference to some of the things that some of the actions that they took against other people who they felt that they embarrassed, violated the code of conduct against the government, and they took actions and they removed those people from the government. Now the same thing is being repeated by officials and members of the government, and justifications and justifiable statements and remarks are coming up from the very government officials who are involved into the misapplication of the law. This is concerning. It's very, very concerning. And how do we get past this when government officials are justifying? They're justifying the thing I did. No, you're not wrong. Go and do this, do that. You are mischaracterizing me. You are an enemy. You don't want to see me. This blah blah blah, all kind of stuff. He's saying he is, defending his action. Defending his action. But this is the kind of country we have, folks. We are running out of time and we got to take call. So the CSA boss, Josiah Jokai, is defending action. Obviously, Liberia. Once you see the man defending action, obviously, basically, it's going to end the way the public will just discuss it, and we'll discuss it, we'll leave it. It happened during early administration. It happened during we administration. It is happening now. We're looking at the next administration, and nothing seems to be changing. Everything is the same. That's why I'm saying nothing is new, my people. Nothing is new. Everything is a replica of the same action, the same deliberate intention of the previous administration. It is the same thing that is going on, being repeated in the words of Amara Kone. So nothing new, nothing changed, nothing has transmogrified, to improve, to respect the system, to respect the law. Nothing has changed, nothing has improved, nothing has transmogrified, and it's just the same. But let's go to the lines and take a few calls. 0770 131318, 0770 131318. The CSA boss is justifying his action, and he's coming strong condemnation of Amara Kone, Senator Kone. Hello,
Washington. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, but Josiah Joker is right. Let me tell you, Washington, when they're talking about government officials that are not supposed to partake in any political gathering, are not the appointees, those people there. That means today, if Joseph Bakana president says, we'll pack it low, we'll pack it there and go. Let me tell you, they're comparing with the lady from Nampa, and not the same thing. It's almost like a Chief Justice or Election Commission here. Those people, they are independent people where they don't supposed to be on one side. They're not supposed to get party. Those are the main people. But like Josiah Joker, he's 100% right.
Supposed to get party.
Yeah, of course, he's right to join in a party.
Okay.
Because the presidential appointee, everything they're doing is at the will of the president. You say you know that. If the president moved today, then he will show the party low and go. They will be moving him. So that may not wrong. He's right 100%. And they're not political party. Political party carry when he.
A political gathering. What a political party or not political, but a political gathering. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much. Let's take the next caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello. How you got me on?
The CSA boss is defending his action. Go ahead. What do you have to say to that?
The CSA boss is right. Are you getting me?
I'm hearing you.
The CSA boss want to tell Amara Kone when they were all supporting the CDC 2017, when he admitted on Spoon FM, there were a lot of things as a former minister they did behind the scenes. Look, Emma Glasgow is different. If Emma Glasgow now want to go, things will not easily be removed because it was a failure position. But let's assume you can't say, I'm not going. You don't think Baga was sacking? So the man was a president and he had no tenure position. That's what Amara Kone failed to know. People say he was a mayor, yeah, we agree, but Amara Kone said, Unity Party now put a Kennedy against him in Bapolu. While CDC was supporting Paul Kennedy, and Unity Party now embarrassing how you were paying back. And everybody knows that political reward is not in heaven, but it's not earth. So the same way, you know, the party people now put a can easy, like the same way he paid back to them too.
All right.
So he was not a giant.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Let's take this call. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead, my brother. I'm Josiah Tukai, the CSA boss.
See, the fellow George dropped that line. These are people who confuse
No. Address the issue. Forget about the man. Address the issue.
Hello?
Be the
Yeah,
man.
coming. Thank you very much. You know, when you set a policy, you go along with it. Joker, that information that you release, you say you sent to, it's a little child responding to something because you try to build the thing that you say. You won't say that you're not commit that. I understand. We have to understand the rules. The rules say if a government official appointed, or you know, you take part in public gatherings, in political gatherings, you're not supposed to. And you start people on that.
It's appointed by the president. You gotta be appointed by the president, and you need to avoid political activities.
Exactly. You get a government material and all this and then you say you're not power A, you're not going to be, you're not going to be that. Even though we know the government that we're in now, they got different way of operating. Just they may keep it there, but on that very day, I remember now, we are backing low out. If we are backing low, you can't do it to all thousands of people today. They're not getting food. They're still not going to school because you say you are going from page to page, upload Facebook and things there to collect them. That is tax people. Then today, reaching there, somebody want to justify.
All right.
No, the network is different because your car, they must go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's take the next caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you listen to the reading. The CSA boss Josiah Tukai defending his action by attending the political rally.
You know, now it's a question to me when I'm Ruben Kennedy. It is a question to me when you people will be defending power. Because those things the government are broken all fabric of our governing law. If the president will do the law of the country, what about his followers? What do you expect of another law breaking this country? Jokaya, when 17, you saw the action in the street. Who is the president of Jokaya action? You saw him, people will be coming up and telling you, and I said, oh, it's fine. It's so, it's that. Dormant opportunity, right? That'll be sure in this country.
All right, Ruben. Thank you very much. Let's take the next caller. Hello. Okay, let's take this one. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Washington.
Yes, sir. You listened to the reading about the CSA director, Josiah Tukai, defending action by attending a political rally. What do you have to say to that?
Washington was for the revolution was against
Sabu Rasta, go ahead.
Yeah, concern like going for justice. No, my brother, Washington, I want to ask you the question. You said you got a degree, a PhD degree, or is it like for him?
I can't answer that question.
Because my brother, can you see PhD, and then you fail to read the code of federalism, and then what's different, my brother? You see how the people secretly our country, my brother. After they said they were 45 degrees, all the books. Can you imagine my brother, a PhD degree holder? You don't know, say the code of federalism of 5.1 say you cannot do that, you cannot do a PhD degree holder, my brother.
Political appointee cannot get involved in the political activities.
Exactly. You know, even or even elected position.
Ah.
You
I know. I can't answer that question. Thank you, Rasta. Thank you. That one, I'm a question to answer. Hello.
Yeah, Washington.
Yes, this is Mobile, right?
Yeah.
Mobile, you listen to the defense coming from Josiah Tukai, the CSA director, against the Bapaloo County Senator Amara Conan, defending himself that he is a political appointee. That means he's supposed to attend political rallies.
Washington, that's the kind of a country we find ourselves. And this is why people get pieces, they are the only educated ones. When it comes to the ordinary man, they will use the law against that person. I mean, remove, do anything. I mean, reduce that man to anything. When it comes to them, they want to sugarcoat, they want to spin things around. Hey, I listen to some of the callers now.
Address the issue, my brother. Address the issue.
Yeah. My man, we take the code of conduct, section 528. And there's a thing included. What are they telling you? Let any position people are excluded. So the government officials, what are any position or not any position, as long as you are appointed or you are a government official, you are known to work hard. You government property. And again, so what else? I mean, I respect that. I mean, when he was taking this decision against people who was in government.
Are you disappointed now?
I am. Oh, I am.
Are you disappointed now?
I am.
All right, Mama.
If a lender man will try to defend this kind of a wrong, then we shall go. I wonder where is our country?
Okay, Mama, we can take the last call. Are you there? Yeah, let's take the last call. We already out of time. The CSA director says he holds no apology to anybody for participating in political activities. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Are you hearing me? Okay, we can get this one. We can take the last call. 0770 131318 are the numbers to call. Josiah Chokai, the CSA Director General, the man who is on record for penalizing people involving into political activities, removing them from the government job for political reasons. He said, oh, no, I'm not a civil servant. I'm an appointed official of the government by the president. So that part of the law does not cover me because I'm not a member of any other political party. We're already out of time. I like to respect the time. I don't know if we should even take calls now, but I like to respect the time. Let's just manage it. I'll give you 30 seconds. What's your name and where you come from? Why are you laughing? Yeah, man, go ahead. No time. I already have a time. Go ahead.
So, you know, this Saturday, what they call you, this Saturday, a real shooting party. That's what they say responsible. And see, they kind of say responsible. They go looking for another one. You know, yesterday, maybe they made a long report. He was elected. They made a so he was saying, you got a rather than a couple say, if I have another official, I have to for you, and I call me. You know, they put it like, I can say, what you're working with this country. But the only thing I can tell you, good news. And our good news is, we're just going out to get it put out of power. One for pay, they put it out to take the power out of the way now. They didn't want to do what they want to do. So, should be that one stop. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. We'll give this person the 30 seconds. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Go ahead, 30 seconds. Where do you come from? Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, you see, one of the guys, very you understand? The point is that we always saw people that go about doing the wrong thing. Whenever you try to scholarship to keep on the line,
all right. Thank you. Hello? Go ahead, quick. 30 seconds.
Yeah, let me say,
go ahead, 30 seconds, my brother.
My brother, I like this.
So you.
You know, to have a one man to power, you see, after government official or official at a time. When I say position, what I want people to all this time. Today, he's trying to tell us what he's trying to do before they want to defend his death. But if they're going to say, when the president wants to change this man, he's quite sudden.
It depends on the government, my brother. It depends on the government. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hello, what's your name and where you come from?
Hello.
So go ahead, very quickly. Go ahead, quickly.
You see, it is not strange. They put a condom to people. Yes, the party chairman, all of of them remain all around here. They've been talking about it. Listen, nobody pay attention to it. These are things that people like Joe Cabinet is looking at. All they can do is thank the people. Nothing will come from our
All right. Thank you.
That's what human beings today. They're in the street. They're going not going to school. We continue to see. In which you get the same class catch you now. Then you want to evaluate yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're making the world a better place for you and for me and the entire universe. What a pleasure. What a pleasure it is, my Liberian people. 3 hours of conversation with the Liberian people. Sound very, very remarkable. My name is Washington Prince Stopper Jr. On this note, I'd like to take my leave. Tomorrow, I'll be here with another edition.
Why love that I is strong. Only cares for joyful giving. We try, but you'll see in this bliss we cannot know. Stop existing and stop living. Then it feels that always nothing always growing.